All right, ladies and gentlemen, another video for your viewing pleasure. This week is the week of Christmas, so it's going to be a little slow this week. Now, this is Friday's action, which was what, the 19th, 21st, 20th, whatever. Last Friday. Today's the 23rd. And I just wanted to go over some. I'm not going to go through and point out all the buy and sell signals. There's plenty of videos on that. And I'll keep a little more up to date with that too, where I'll make a video every day of the buys and sells. And this is the ES right here, which is the SP500 futures mini contract. But I'll keep more up to date on that. And I'll do some Russell videos, the Russell 2000 futures, and I'll do some 30-year bonds and some soybeans and some crude oil, just so that you can see this works on any market, because it's all psychology, okay, and it's all order flow. But what I want to cover here is some discretionary stuff that you can use, and it's discretionary is going to take a little longer to figure out because, well, after all, it's discretionary. You're not going to have something that's going to jump out at the screen for you. You're going to have to make some type of interpretation as to what's going on, which is nothing more than listening to the story. Right? All of this stuff is just one big story. It's telling you what's going on, and you just have to listen. Like E.F. Hutton. I guess it depends how old you are, but E.F. Hutton used to be around for a long time until they got bought out by Shearson Lehman, I believe in the 80s. But their motto was, when E.F. Hutton talks, people listen. Well, that's all you have to do here. You have to listen. But you're listening with your eyes, right? Because this is all visual. All right, this is an 8-range chart, which means none of this is based on time. It's all based on price. It can take, for example, let's see, 2 candles here, right here, took about 15 minutes to form. Back here, took 3 minutes to form. So activity, activity, activity. That's what's going to make those candles form a lot quicker. And you'll notice also that these are pretty uniform. Okay, I'm rambling too much here because I need to get into some of the discretionary stuff here. Now, I had talked about lines in the sand. I tweeted out about these lines right here, this pink and this blue, and where these came from, or what formed these lines in the sand. And I'm going to show you right now what formed these lines in the sand. And this is where this is a divergence right here. Right? You've got negative delta, big negative delta. And you've got positive COT. So that's actually a buy signal, but it's not confirmed because the point of control is not outside the body of the candle. But you can still use this information. This is another signal right here, but this time it's a buy signal. Right? You've got negative delta and you've got positive COT, but the point of control is inside the candle body. That needed to be outside the body of the candle. But like I said, you can use this information in a different way. And this is how the line in the sand formed. On this candle here, which was a buy signal, look at this point of control right here, the blue. You see where it is? Well, where's the point of control on this buy signal? Within 1 tick of each other. Boom. Line in the sand has now been formed. So you draw that out into the future. Now, these back here, while they may have had relevance in the past, they're not going to have relevance based on what we're looking at here. So that forms a line in the sand. And lines in the sand are going to be very key with future market action. Okay, so that's how that line in the sand formed. That's how you can develop lines in the sand that you can use to know when we're getting to an area that both the buyers and the sellers were at each other's throats. And that's going to be an inflection point for sure. Okay? Now, the other thing I want to show you that is discretionary is I want you to notice something here. I want you to notice this rally up, and I want you to notice the volume. 27,000, 18,000, 27,000, 30,000, 51,000. It's a lot of volume. 42,000. That's a lot of volume. 49, almost 55,000 contracts. And where are we hitting? These yellow lines are the Woody's pivots. This is R2. This is R1. And we're getting all that volume as we're hitting those pivots. That's telling you that this market's starting to run out of steam, because as we hit these levels with this large volume, there's a problem going on. Okay? I want you to also notice that as we're hitting these levels, look at the COT. And the COT is a measure of pressure. So the dogs are wrestling right now, if you can hear them. I love my dogs. Okay, so negative 1,882 on the COT, negative 1,331 on the COT here. I mean, that's a lot of pressure. But they can't break it yet. So here's the discretionary part. We've got a little tip off here with all this volume, right? But when we come back up to the highs here, look at the volume. 11,000, 20,000. That's nothing compared to what was going on over here. That is a limp effort to get this thing to go. And what do we got here with this volume? Negative COT. And then big negative COT, big negative COT. So as you can see, eventually, we did finally break. But that, you have to watch price action when we're near those pivots. And you have to watch volume, and you have to watch the COT. And you put those three things together, if they're telling you a story, which this is all telling us a story right over here, with this negative COT, big negative COT, right? That's all right, but I mean, you're kind of, that's positive, but not much. So it's telling you, what this is telling you, right, in this area right here, is that the bulls have lost control and that the bears are about to take over. I hope that was a decent explanation, but that's just another discretionary thing that you can use in your arsenal of trading. And let me go real quick to what's going on here so far today. Let's see. So right now, like I said, this is a week of Christmas. It's going to be pretty light trading. You can see, since we've opened, 3,900, 18,000, 9,000, 9,000. We're just finally starting to get some volume here. Hey, we're starting to get some volume here. And where are we? Right at those yellow lines. So this is a make or break right here. We're in a make or break situation. This is a buy signal with the negative delta, the positive COT, and the point of control outside the body of the candle. So we'll see what happens here, but there's definitely something going on here. And there are no coincidences here. There's a reason that we've got all this volume right here, right at this yellow line. All right? So hopefully, watch this video a couple of times, go back, freeze it, take a look and see what I'm talking about with this discretionary stuff that went on here. Okay, with all this big volume over here and the big cot and the feeble attempt to come back and take out the highs with low volume, and then kabushi. Down she goes. All right, this video has probably run a little too long, hasn't it? What we got? 10 minutes, that's not bad. All right, kids, later.